Good evening. It is 6:38 on Thursday, November 13th, and just 6:30?
6:30.
My watch is off, sorry. 6:30 on Thursday, the 13th of November. This is the North Hero Development Review Board. We have three members here in person, myself, Diana Meehan. We have Lisa Farron, we have Patty LaBounty. On Zoom, we have Charlie Decker, Delcy Durham, Chip Porter, David Eric, Danielle Turn is here. And yes, but we have people in the waiting room. Hold on, we just have to.
Yeah, this is Jeremy Greenpot.
Yeah. Is it Jeremy? Are you there? Is it Jeremy? Is that who you pronounce it?
Yes, it is.
And you were here for which hearing?
The one for the restaurant takeout place?
Oh, that's not, they withdrew their application. That is not on the agenda.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome to stay, but that one is
I'm all excited.
is not.
Excuse me, we're here for the same thing. Does that mean it's South End Road? It's on the agenda.
The restaurant was
so
Route 2. There's a subdivision on South End Road.
Oh, that's a different thing. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's
So
okay.
the restaurant thing is not happening?
Correct.
It is the takeout restaurant, at least for now. They withdrew the application.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll admit Larry Henriquez.
Okay.
You know what?
Larry, are you there? Larry?
I'm here.
And which hearing are you here for, sir?
I'm sorry.
Which hearing are you here for?
For the Yandow.
Okay. Welcome, we'll get to that. That'll be our second hearing tonight. So we have to do it one by
There's
one.
another person.
Yeah.
Yep, Joan. There's a few more.
Joan, are you here? Joan,
She's on mute.
can you unmute yourself, Joan? Joan?
I can't unmute her. I can only ask.
There, I got it.
Okay, thank you. And
Just
you were
pushing the
here-
wrong button.
Understand. You were here for which hearing?
For which what?
Which hearing are you here for this evening?
We are here for the Yandow hearing on the property on South End Road.
Okay, perfect. And that will be our second hearing this evening.
Joan, what's your last?
Laundon, Laundon.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll get to that shortly then. Thank you. We just
Okay,
have-
should I just, can you mute me or what happens?
You can mute yourself and just, you'll hear when we announce the hearing. It'll be our second hearing this evening.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
It's Kelly Day.
Kelly?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
And which hearing are you here for?
I am here for the Paul J. Yando.
Okay, thank you. That will be our second hearing this evening, so you can, if you don't mind hanging around for a little bit.
Sure.
You can mute yourself if you want to, or
Okay.
you'll hear us announce the hearing.
Kimberly Monson.
Kimberly,
I'm here.
and you were here for which hearing?
The second one, Yando.
Okay, all right, we'll get to that shortly. Thank you.
This person just says Kmart.
Whoever signed in as Kmart,
Yes,
And what is your name, please?
Catherine Martell.
And which hearing are you here for?
The DRB for the property on US Route 2, the corner of South End Road.
Oh, okay, they withdrew their applications, so there will not be a hearing for that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for joining us, though.
Yep, thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
This is Heather Beckford.
Heather? Heather?
It's on mute.
Heather, can you unmute yourself?
Heather's here.
Hi, Heather, and you are here for which hearing?
For Yandow.
Okay, thank you. That'll be our second hearing. We'll be there, get to that shortly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Robert Munsell.
First one.
You know,
Bob, are you there?
I haven't turned him in yet. This is
Oh.
Bob Bickford and Robert Munsell.
Both of them together?
Bob is here too.
Okay,
Console's muted.
which one are we talking to?
Robert Munsell is on.
Robert, can you unmute yourself, Robert?
I'm muted.
Okay, and you are here for the Yandow hearing?
Yes.
Okay, that'll be our second hearing. We'll get to that shortly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And Bob,
Yes,
you were here for Yandow also?
that's correct, yes.
Okay, we'll get to that one shortly then. Thank you all. Thank you for your patience. In this day and age, we've had some issues, so we have to be careful. So are there any adjustments to the agenda this evening?
Yes, Diana,
Yes, Chip.
is there anybody here for the Joyce subdivision?
Colleen is here.
She's here.
Yes.
Well, in that case, maybe not, but there are at least 5 or 7 people here for Yando. Is that something we might want to consider doing first?
Well, Colleen's gone through a lot. I think we could, hopefully hers won't take too long unless the rest of the board would like to consider switching them around.
Well,
I
the
think-
reason I suggested this is that I think that the Joyce hearing might be more involved than the Yando, but I'm not sure.
Well, there are a bunch of people here in person also for Yandow, and they seem to be shaking their head that they're okay. So, well, let's keep it the way it is for now.
All
I
right,
think, Chip. Okay, thank you. And Chip, by the way, Christine is not here, so you will be a voting member.
thank you.
See, okay. Any public comments? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi, Lucas Campbell. I just wanted to be on record saying that I came up here because the conditional use permit that you guys submitted said I needed to appear before the board. Danielle informed me just before the meeting that I need to submit a whole nother conditional use application to make changes. On line 5 of the permit. So I guess nothing I can do about it now, but I just wanted to be on record saying I was here to try to make those changes.
Okay, I think the best thing is to work with Danielle.
Yeah, I just talked to him. I was waiting we had talked about the waiver for the fees. And I was just waiting to get back to him on that, which is
Okay.
why I didn't email him yet.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
did.
We're
just-
working,
And
we're
I-
working to try to help out with the fees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry you had to come then.
and you will be on, you do have a spot on the December agenda.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
That is all.
okay, thank you. Okay, the first hearing this evening is application 2025-68 DRB subdivision review, Colleen Joyce, 259-263 Adnaki Road. Colleen is here, and I don't believe there are any interested parties here for this hearing. So Colleen, do you want to come up? This is this is a minor subdivision and this is we can actually go right to a final review as a minor.
Is it a minor?
It is a minor. Yep.
There's,
And, but because we're starting a new one, but you have been sworn in, so you were still sworn in. Okay, just, it's a minor subdivision, and according to minor subdivisions, we can, require a final plan review only. So,
okay, well then, I don't think okay.
so do you want to come up, Colleen, and, let us know what,
We did get okay, yes.
what you've got for us,
Okay.
and
Fine.
remind everyone what it is you are doing. Because it's been a while.
Okay. And the step plans, if you get those as well.
Yes.
What I'm just trying to do is subdivide the lot.
You want to put
I
this
mean,
one
it's
up here?
good or here. Or- So that's with the septic.
This is the septic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I do have the improvement with, approved by the state. There's the seal for the septic plans right there. I don't know if you need a copy of that or not. But what I'm trying to do is just subdivide because as I get older, I don't want to tend to all the properties.
Can the board members online see,
Do you
they
want me to
were
put it up?
part of the.
Yeah, they are in the past. And no,
There was only a photo of the septic plan. Because I can't scan that in.
Oh, because it was too big. See what it is see where the green is right there? That's where the septic would go. If, right, if it was to fail. There are two separate septic systems on the property already. There's one right in front of 261. Right there, and there's a septic right there. But this was set, you know, how the state asks you to do a full plan in case something fails.
Okay, I read the septic permit and I thought that the septic permit was that you were going to put tanks at each one of the houses and pump to a new mound system.
Well, it's designed that way if it fails. We had to get it approved by the state. So yes,
Back in 2000.
whenever it was, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't catch that in the summing out.
Well, that was a whole different system though.
Yeah.
Well, what it is I resubmitted just in case we had to tweak something, because on here it went this wide, almost across the whole property. Where on this one, it's here and here. So it would be two separate. But it's just, they just did it that way just to say, okay, we'll take up this amount of the property here. See right there. And lots a lot smaller there, but.
Well, this is the 2005.
Yes. So that one was approved and then I just resubmitted for the next one, just for tweaking.
So that was in 2005, that was, it was an association with environmental, the system described. Can you describe? Because I didn't see the additional plans that came in after the approval and the
Oh.
installation. So is that what this is?
That's the original one with the raised mound and everything, eco-friendly and Right,
all
but that's
that.
not what you did, right?
No, I haven't done anything.
Oh,
No, this is like
okay.
if things failed. Both septics are fine, but the state asks you to draw these plans up in case something fails. There is, like I said, our septic system right now is fine.
This permit that for the wastewater system, from what I understand,
Mhm.
is for a subdivision, and it was going to be you had to have an association for the three buildings. And there was going to be a shared mound system, and
Mhm.
everybody would pump to the shared mound system, not use any existing septic.
That's what
That's what I got out of this.
that was
permit.
the 2005
Right.
permit. But since nothing was built, I mean, that was all supposed to be done within like a certain number of years.
No, the
once it's
septic permits
approved,
go with the
yes,
property.
it
Oh, they
goes
did,
with,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But there was something special about that one because it was experimental.
No, it was an innovative system, but those are all in the mainstream in Vermont now. Other
Okay.
than, yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
those innovative systems, and then you have to have them inspected once a year.
Right, that was
Okay.
like
Yeah.
new wave
That
back
was
then,
cool.
and now
Okay.
everyone's doing
Yeah,
it, so.
yeah. But I got the same thing that you got, I believe that the mound system described here is for all three properties. And that
Yes,
is what the permit
yes.
is. This is not a
Yes.
replacement site
Right.
for existing.
It's
permits.
just,
No, it needs to be installed in order to subdivide, I believe.
Well, I think that's what, yeah.
That's what the permit says.
Yeah, and I mean, they just referenced that in the updated plan, they just referenced the 2005 plan.
Yeah, so,
So that would still be the site plan,
right.
right, the approved site plan.
So you need to install the mound system and have all the,
That's my understanding
Yeah.
as well, is that you would have to use this design rather than,
the existing systems that are there.
why is that?
That's what the permit was for.
because that's what the permit's for.
Oh, okay, I thought you just had, the way that it was explained to me was the permit was put in place if it was to be subdivided.
Well, you're subdividing.
No, I meant if somebody was to buy the property, if it failed, if the systems failed where there's two separate septic systems.
When you subdivide,
Mhm.
you normally have to find a replacement site for the existing property that you're subdividing. And then a primary site for the new subdivided properties. And if it's big enough, if the
Mhm.
site that they find is big enough, you don't need a secondary for the second septic system, for the subdivided property. But this permit
Mhm.
was for the original subdivision that we're working off of, so you're just slightly tweaking this permit, from my understanding. So I think we need someone from the state or something to explain this, because it's not clear to me that they were supposed to use these existing septic systems from this permit at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
no.
Oh, okay, because I was under the assumption they
That-
just wanted something in place
Or
in
that-
case there was a failure.
Well, that may be, but then that's what would have to be submitted to them. They haven't reviewed
Right,
this design.
right.
So
This
they
design
need
is
to,
what they reviewed, yeah.
yeah, they reviewed that's what they based that on.
Did your engineer not explain this?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Are there questions from board members? On Zoom? Comments, questions?
Well, I don't see where the issue of, is it to be used when it's replaced or when it's subdivided, pertains to actually our decision about whether she can subdivide. Either way, she's, you know, either if she has to do it, then she has to do it, right? It's got nothing to do with the design review board. And if she doesn't have to do it and they can use the existing ones, it's the same thing. The question is, can she subdivide? She's got a design. If she has to, get all new, and a whole new system for all three houses, she's got the design. So she has existing septic and she has a design for, if she needs to go forward with all three. So how does that affect our decision about subdivide?
That's a good point.
Well, I have I would like to be assured that the system is available for all three dwellings if we subdivide, and I don't think that that's clear at all.
Why isn't it clear?
Well, because I would like something in writing from that says that the subdivision that is being considered would be the system that would be available under the terms of the subdivision that's being proposed.
All right, can we make that part of our conditions if we so choose to subdivide?
Well, no, we can't do that. I don't think we can do it that way.
So
Because
what
if
do you suggestion happens here then?
Well, we tell people to get permits all the time.
But this is a subdivision. I mean, we can't make a subdivision conditional on permanent.
Well, the thing is that if you
Permitting.
subdivide this and then one of the properties needs its own septic system and there's no place to put it, then what? So I'd rather put
They already have septic systems now.
Each property
Each
has,
property has its own septic system now.
And the
And
permitted one
when
is
were they
designed for,
installed?
the
When
permitted
were
is designed for all three.
the permit, I don't believe the permit is valid as these plans have been presented to us. I don't think they've, at least the way the state wrote the letter. It could be that they just wrote the letter wrong. The way the state wrote the letter is that they approved a design that was the 2005 design. The configuration.
So they assumed that 2005 design already existed?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I don't, yeah.
I think it just means that part was good and then they just updated it for the current standards.
But nothing's been updated. The septic plan hasn't been updated.
but could I ask a question? When I bought the property, this went in before I bought the property.
Mhm.
And if I bought the property off of the gentleman that did this, then why didn't he have to put a new septic system in before I
Because he
bought
didn't
it?
subdivide.
Okay, he just sold
He didn't
property.
go through with the subdivision. So he was planning on subdividing, or that was what he was going to do.
He was
But
gonna build a bunch of townhouses.
He never did subdivide.
Right,
And well, whatever. So he never did subdivide, and if he
Mhm.
would have subdivided, he would have had to have had that septic design done. So he did that septic design. And what he was going to do was just condominium or have
right.
that be a 3-unit homeowners association, which is stated in the permit that it is a homeowners
Right.
association for maintenance and repair of the septic mound system. That is part of that subdivision. Now you're coming in and saying you want to just subdivide this.
Mhm.
Well, to subdivide like this is different than what he was subdividing on there.
Right, he was like tearing and moving and doing and
Right, so.
where
so
I
that
just
permit-
wanna subdivide a piece of
I
property.
understand, but that permit
Mhm.
for that configuration is different than this one.
Right.
And so you're not going to sell each separate unit.
No,
You're having one house and then one
Right,
lot with 2
right.
units on it. That's not what this permit is for. It's for 3 separate units and a homeowners association to maintain the new mound system.
I see.
And the exemption of, prior to, what existed prior to 1984. Doesn't apply to
yeah.
anything new. So. That's my reading from Ernest Christensen, the regional engineer.
Mhm.
Any other comments, thoughts from Delcy, David?
I think you've pretty much, between Patty and Lisa have covered the questions that I would have. The only additional question is this Joyce subdivision septic and water plan dated the November 24 shows 2 septic mounds, one of which neither of which are in lot 2. Is that, I want to make sure that regardless of how things move forward, or that I have an understanding of what this lot 1 and lot 2 and the 2 septic mounds outside are both in lot 1. Is that correct?
Is that correct?
There isn't a mound system shown on.
But it's if you overlay this on top of that. So,
This is the mound system.
right, this and this is what she's talking about. And does that extend into lot 2? Or is any of that in lot 2?
This would be a right of way. Because they designed it this way. This is where that green is, where it's kind of like no man's land.
This is lot 2 replacement wastewater disposal. This is lot 1 replacement wastewater disposal. What's the date on this document?
11/24, year ago.
So this does replace that existing permit.
But this wasn't submitted. This isn't much.
This was never submitted.
It is submitted.
It is submitted?
Has
Yeah.
it been approved? Because we don't have the permit.
I'm waiting to hear from the
Okay,
same
so
person again.
Well, that's.
we're not,
He said that it shouldn't be a problem. It's just an application fee. It's just, he said he had to tweak it just a little bit to move it separate because of the water lines
Okay,
from
so-
the road.
okay, so we basically don't have the new septic permit. We're looking at the old septic permit from the way it was configured before.
And the new
Which has no
septic
bearing
permit
on
is
this,
pending.
which has no
Yeah.
bearing on this, and this new is pending.
Right.
Okay, that wasn't clear at all,
I'm
cause
sorry.
yeah. I haven't really.
So
There's-
my only
not-
comment
lot
on
1
this new plan is that it appears both of the septic systems, the mound systems, will be in lot 1, which means there, if approved, there has to be appropriate accommodation or
Yeah.
Yes,
an
like a
easement
right
for
of
the
way
septic.
or whatever.
Right.
Eas-
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, that was my question.
Oh, yes. I wouldn't like that.
Okay.
Okay, so we haven't seen this permit yet. I was really confused about what the other
Okay.
permits.
Well, see, we
because it has
started
nothing
with
to do
that,
this.
And
Yeah.
then he tweaked it to that.
Okay, but we don't.
we
have a
don't need
copy of the
this.
permit, so I don't know how we proceed, and do we need to have a copy of the permit if it's counted?
Well, Charlie says no.
I have a question.
Yes, Charlie.
What's it, 259? That septic, the current existing septic system works, is that correct?
Yes, it does.
And is that septic system on what is the proposed lot 2?
Yes, it is.
And the other two homes there both have their own septic systems? Is that correct?
It's 263 and 261 are together
They have one septic
on lot one, yes,
together on lot one. Do they have individual septic systems or one septic
just
system?
one, just one.
One. And is it functioning?
Yes, it is.
And is it on lot one?
Yes, it is.
So we have houses with working septic systems. Why are we worried about something in the future that we don't know if it will ever happen?
Charlie, I wasn't worried about that. What I was looking at was the old septic permit.
But it has nothing to do with this subdivision.
It doesn't. Because they're doing a new permit. That wasn't clear
They
to
don't even
me.
have to do a new permit. They've got working
They
septic
do.
systems.
No, when you subdivide a property in Vermont, you need to have a backup system for the lots that you're subdividing. So that's what this design is showing, is the new design that's not approved yet is showing that they have located replacement mound systems for each one of those lots. That's what they need to do.
Okay, so at this
But
point,
that wasn't the permit that was included in the packet, so that's what was confusing.
now I'm
Go ahead,
confused.
Charlie.
Now I'm confused. Is there a new design?
There's this preliminary design we have on the table here.
For the future, if
For the
something goes.
future that we don't
Is that-
know.
All
that we
right, I don't have that here, so I don't know.
It's exhibit
exactly-
H in the packet. It's just a photo of it because the big map was in the office.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So what are we proposing here? I mean, we're going on and on about this. If it's not an approved permit at
So-
this point, then we can't proceed. Is that correct?
That's the question.
Or because they have working, as you pointed out, because there are currently working septic systems.
That doesn't.
No, because those were grandfathered in. There's no guarantee that those are gonna meet current requirements.
So what is the preference of the board here?
Well,
My,
the question is, can we or can we not proceed?
Yeah.
Well, that's
the
what
question.
I'm
Yeah,
asking,
and-
yeah.
Well,
So do we recess until this is,
Well, I think we
Permit?
have a couple of other questions we should deal with tonight, because I think those two will maybe need to be considered between now and the next meeting.
okay, go ahead, Chip.
So, I'm asking, I have about 5 questions. One of them is, there's a concrete pad of approximately 24 by 32 feet
Yes.
on lot, the larger lot.
Mhm.
What is that concrete pad?
What it was is it was a garage. And when the prior owner asked the renters to move out, the garage was burnt down like the next day. So we never replaced anything.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
And then, well, this is a minor point, but, the subdivision as proposed would create 2 lots, one of which was 1.97 acres, and the required minimum lot size is 2 acres.
Oh, yeah, I just
So
saw
I
it.
would think that needs to be addressed.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't even notice.
Um, so this is a series of facts that I'm gonna put out here. One of them is that the 2-lot subdivision, as the proposed 2-lot subdivision, would create two additional non-complying side lot setbacks in addition to the non-complying but pre-existing setbacks. Because the two houses would be too close together and neither one would be meet the 25-foot setbacks. So
That was original
That was
application.
I understand that, but right now they're on one lot and they are not, there's no non-compliance. But if you subdivide them into 2 lots, then they will be
When you built
both
this house in
non-complying.
2016, you weren't thinking about subdividing at that time, right?
It was there.
It was there. This is just a
No,
little,
I
it
have no
was,
quibble about that. I'm just, so that's a fact. Now,
What's the distance from the house to the proposed line?
It's
says it in
stated
the-
down here in the zoning
I can't see it.
here, so front.
well,
15.
let's just for just for
So
just to
50
move
feet.
on, let me just say that they're neither one is 25.
This
Now,
is, yeah,
to continue on this, and so this is a thought that you're gonna have to bear with me on. The board is not allowed to increase non-compliance except if, in the opinion of the DRB, the new use, that is the new subdivision, is in greater compliance with these regulations. So that said, if it's just a straightforward issue of do these two, if we were to approve these two, this 2-lot subdivision solely on the basis of whether they comply with that one particular regulation, we would have a problem. However, there's a couple of issues that we could point out here. One of them is that North Hero bylaws don't prohibit joint ownership of a property if that property continues to be used as developed as a single zoning entity. But additionally and differently, and I'm going to read this because I want to make sure that this is understood. North Hero development regulation can contain development windows. Development windows are to site development in a specific area to conform with the town plans and goals and objectives, which are the legal framework for the individual bylaws and which would anticipate future development consistent with the town plan. That said, the town plan, which is call it a larger entity than any individual bylaw, clearly says that it is the goal of the town to maintain open land. So this, I'm going to come back now to the question of whether or not this subdivision could be viewed as furthering the town goal of open lands, among others, and whether that would be, if that, and that would be defined by development windows, which would be used to guarantee this preservation of open lands. So that's the general idea, but specifically to the map, which I'm going to bring up so I can look at it exactly. So that would mean that if lot 2, which has the larger of the dwelling, has one dwelling, a concrete pad, and no other permitted uses like a garage or an accessory dwelling. So lot 2 would, if we were to approve this, we would be also approving the development of lot 2 with additional permitted structures like accessory dwellings and garages. However, if we established a development window that would basically include any of that potential development, that would indeed be used to, could be then argued that we're furthering town goals, as would the same with lot 1, which basically has, with the exception of sheds, has all the permitted uses already there, one dwelling, another accessory dwelling, and a garage. And if we establish the same kind of development window around to preserve open spaces, that too could be considered in terms of the question of whether or not the whether or not we could use that information to achieve town goals and thus fulfill the requirement of overriding it.
Okay, hold on a second, Chip. Let's go ahead, Lisa.
Oh, I was just wondering, Chip, wouldn't that require resubmitting as a PUD?
Well, no, but it would satisfy the requirements of 9.1 or 2.
Chip, this is David Eric. This concept of a development window is new to me. Is that in our bylaws?
No, but it's used all the time in site plans.
So I have an additional issue that I'd like to raise. Diana, is this a good time to raise that?
Go ahead, David.
So I think one of the things that I'm trying to wrap my brain around in this is that the bylaws are developed to ensure open spaces. But in this particular case, especially with regards to the setback, these buildings are already built. Right? So I'm thinking that if we were to grant this application, it's hard for me to understand that we're actually putting the property into less compliance. Although, Chip, I appreciate your kind of machinations on how to bring it more into compliance. I mean, these are buildings that already exist.
On one property.
On one lot.
And by
That's
putting
true.
them on 2 lots, we're saying that this makes them less compliant?
Yes.
Because you put a
They don't
boundary line
have
between them, now
setbacks.
they gotta meet the standards. You put a
Well,
boundary.
I mean, they have to meet the standards if they were building from scratch, right?
No. Well, they
These
would,
are
but they also.
existing structures, right? Like this concept of bringing a property into greater compliance makes a lot of sense. For example, I made an application for my barn, right? To rebuild my barn. And so my barn is out of compliance. And to rebuild my barn, I propose to bring it closer into compliance. So, that was an example of how the bylaws were intended to work, right? But because these buildings already exist, it's harder for me to understand that concept is, in my mind, doesn't translate clearly.
May I say something?
Yes.
So, David, there's one lot and everything is compliant on that lot right now. So if she subdivides, then we're going to have two non-compliant lots because they don't meet the setbacks. And the 1.97 acre lot doesn't meet the minimum acreage.
Well, that I
size.
can change.
Right. So if she changes that to 2 acres, we'd still have two non-compliant lots because they don't meet the setbacks between buildings.
But again, so I hear you and I understand what you're saying, but the intent of those setbacks is to limit dense construction. In this case, that dense construction already exists. So it's hard for me to understand the distinction there.
Well, it doesn't exist because it doesn't need to exist.
Right,
Because it's
yeah.
all on one property.
Yeah.
And I did go for the variance first, and then Danielle said the board said, why don't you go for subdivision? So that's why I did it in that order.
That's what the board decided in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually found a line in the bylaws that said that a variance wasn't acceptable here in this case.
Well, what does the board want Colleen to get, do we want to wait for the permit or is this a stop?
Is this a deal breaker?
Yeah, is this the deal breaker for the whole thing? Because, which means we just have to close the hearing and deny the.
We'd have to issue a decision.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if I were to make a suggestion, and this would be something that Colleen would need to suggest, is if she were interested in showing identifying an area on the two proposed lots that would limit development, that would potentially address the option of the board to approve this, to override the setback issue and promote the town goal of open space.
Chip, I appreciate you're trying to find a solution for this, but I don't think the window carries any legal weight in our bylaws. The way it could be accomplished is with a PUD, because we have an very established set of requirements for PUDs.
Well, two things. First of all, we don't have a PUD available to us at this point. And secondly, if this is it does have a very specific, if we approve this subdivision and it is not approved, not appealed, then the applicant is legally bound to that agreement. If she doesn't want to do that, we consider the application on the other merits.
I think at this point, we're almost getting into deliberations here, so I think we need to make a decision if we want to close this hearing or and make a ruling on the application as it stands.
Well, I would like to give Ms. Joyce a chance to think about what I've asked before voting.
Would you prefer that we recess and you?
I would prefer to
Well,
recess it.
I'm talking to Colleen here, sorry. Would you prefer that we recess or do you want, I mean, do you feel like you would prefer that we recess while you think about this, or are you firm that this
Well,
is what you
I'm-
want a decision on?
Well, what I'm wondering is what Chip meant by agreement, like just saying, this is it. The way it's going to stay, which is fine with me. I don't know if that's what he was asking, because I'm curious as to
Yeah.
what the
I-
town for the looking land, what is that?
It's part of our town plan is to preserve open space. It's one of our priorities.
Mhm.
So I
Okay,
think,
I
what
mean,
we-
I've got-
I think what we have to do is make a decision for,
Yeah.
I would
yeah,
suggest
I-
we need to close the hearing and make a decision on what's in front of us.
I don't,
And Diana, just as a point of information, if we recess the hearing, are we allowed to deliberate? Are
No,
we allowed to discuss?
no.
So we can
No.
only discuss if we close the hearing.
um,
Yes, because we'd have to do, if we're just recessing, everything has to be done in public for the open meeting law.
isn't there another reason to recess, and that is to wait and see if she gets the permit for for the wastewater?
But does it make sense for her to apply for a permit if we ultimately would reject the application anyway?
My understanding was she applied.
I did apply.
Oh, okay.
I did, and like I said, it just seems like
But
it's,
David has a point that it's, it just, you know. Would somebody like to make a motion one way or the other here
I motion we recess.
I second.
to recess?
Yes.
Okay. Any,
Nay. Oh, sorry.
any comments before we vote?
Yes, I would just suggest that Danielle could very easily, if Colleen has a question about development windows, to check with Danielle.
And I would also reinforce the same thing around the possibility of creating a PUD.
It's in the
Okay.
shoreland.
what is a PUD?
Oh, right.
Plan
You
unit
you
development.
can't do it.
Can't do
You
it.
can't do it.
You can't do it in the shorelands district.
Oh, okay, I'm like, I don't know what a PUD is.
All right, so all those in favor of recessing, say aye.
Aye.
Charlie, Chip, David,
Is your hand up, Diana?
no.
Okay.
No.
I'm not. Yeah,
What about Delcy?
I'm not.
So it's 3-3. I'm
Wait, I'm
torn.
sorry, Lisa?
No.
No. So it's,
Lisa, Patty, and Delcy, no. I'm torn.
oh, so you're the tiebreaker.
I'm the tiebreaker.
All right, Madam Chairwoman. This is when
power-
leadership really matters.
And the power resides.
I'm gonna vote, no, because I want it closed.
Okay.
So anybody want to make a motion to close the hearing?
I'll make a motion to close the hearing.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor of closing the hearing, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Nay? All those voting nay?
Aye.
Charlie?
I'm
David
gonna,
and Chip?
I'm gonna abstain.
Abstain? Chip?
I think we should recess it, but so I don't think we should close it, no.
Okay, so no, okay. So 4-2-1. So, we will try to give you as much clarity as we can in the decision.
Okay. Because
So-
I'm totally confused right now.
So we closed the hearing at 7:24.
Okay.
I'll
let you go.
and this whole process has been tough. I understand that, and I'm sorry for that, but, we'll give you this and we'll,
Thank
yeah,
you.
again, I
Do
would,
we have one copy?
Those are our.
oh, these are ours?
Do you, can I keep those or do you need them? These are the ones I
That's-
dropped off.
That's, the bigger one. That, is
You
that
dropped
the one
that
I
off
dropped?
for me.
Okay, all right, what it, okay. Whatever I dropped off is fine.
You can take it
Yes,
if you
I
need it.
No,
No,
that
but
should
it-
be fine. That
Is
should
this
be
the permit
fine.
that you're looking
Yeah.
at though? Why don't you keep this?
I think that, is that the
This is
same?
the only one you have?
This is
Okay.
the same
one. And
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll talk. Thank you, nice seeing you.
Thank you, Colin.
More ready.
What do you need? I put up a paper clip in there.
I've got 'em.
There it is. Oh, here it is.
Sound an earring.
Yes. Okay, so we have before us now application 2025-90 DRB subdivision review final. Paul J. Yandow Trust, 0 South End Road. We will start that hearing at the time, oh, sorry, 7:26 PM. Mr. Yandow is here. Jay, I'm trying to look at who was sworn in last time.
I think you need to redo it because this isn't how, right?
Okay. Okay, so then we're gonna have to get a list of those who would like to be interested parties, and we'll sign everybody in. Jay Berman was here,
Carol Clark just entered the meeting. We know about her and we can talk to her. She's the neighbor of Colleen.
okay.
No, anyway.
Carol? Are you there, Carol?
She's being good. There, she's on that.
Are you there, Carol?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm not gonna pay $157 to join Zoom. Is there another way I can do this?
You're doing it.
You're on Zoom right now.
I know, but it says I have to cancel in a week or it costs me $157. I don't have that money. I'm on Social Security.
No, you shouldn't have to pay. You should come through.
That meeting's over.
Yeah, and you were here for Colleen Joyce's?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight, I thought.
Well, that's already, we just completed that one.
Okay, so I'll just log out of this and go to YouTube then, right? And it's on YouTube?
It will be posted on the town's website tomorrow.
Oh, but I'd watched other ones on the YouTube.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's not
tomorrow.
live.
It won't be immediately available because the meeting's not done yet.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I can't afford to pay that. So, okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so we need to get a list of those who want to sign in as interested parties. So people here in the audience who would like to be an interested party, please just state your names one by one so Danielle can get them.
Cheryl Yandow. Lori.
Butch Devon. Andy Allen.
And online, Kelly Day, would you like to be an interested party?
Yes, please.
Who else?
The Munsels.
Kimberly Munsell, would you like to be an interested party?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
There's Robert Munson too, I think.
Okay, Robert Munsell, also an interested party? You're on mute, sir.
Just say it in my phone.
Yes.
Bob Bickford, would you like to be an interested party? Oh, and Heather?
Yes, we both would.
Yes, I would.
Okay, so we're gonna have to swear. Is that it then? Do I have everybody?
Did Larry say yes?
Where's,
Larry
oh,
Van
Jo-
Winkles and Joan.
okay, sorry. Joan, would you like to be an interested party?
Yes, please.
And the person with you also?
Averill, yes.
And then Larry, would you like to be an interested party?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone that would like to be an interested party, and then Mr. Yandow and Jay, if you, everyone will give the oath to all of you. I hereby swear that the evidence I give in the cause under consideration shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury.
I do.
I do.
Yes, do.
Everybody online?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Board members, any ex parte communication? Any, nothing? No conflicts here? Okay. And Chip, once again, you will be a voting member on this one. As the alternate. So, I don't know who wants to start, but if,
Oh, I have another copy here too,
Oh.
if anyone needs another.
okay,
Big
what
one.
we're gonna do here, just for interested parties, is we're going to have Mr. Yandow and Jay discuss what the application is. Again, we're starting from scratch basically here, explain everything that we've got. And the board will then ask them questions, and then we will open it up to interested parties after that. And if we just make sure that, especially for those online, that we know who is speaking. So please state your name, if you're making a comment or asking a question when it's your turn. So, okay, it's all yours, Jay.
Okay. Well, thank you. I didn't really plan on presenting an awful lot. It's essentially what you saw before, single lot subdivision. Lot 1 consisting of about 13 acres, lot 2 consisting of about 25 acres, each to support a single family residence served by a shared driveway. Good share of the driveway already exists per your request. From preliminary hearing, we have shifted the existing driveway. On paper, it's proposed to be 25 feet away from the nearest property. That was accomplished by Paul granting an easement from his existing house lot, separate lot. You may have received a plan of that blow up area. I can pull that out if you want.
Yeah, I think the bigger one would be helpful.
Yeah.
Is that one there? So here's the Kane's property. Here's Paul's existing house on a separate lot. The existing driveway is on the light dash lines here. We have added a right of way on Paul's property to accommodate shifting that existing driveway to be at least 25 feet away from Kane's.
Is that what that 30 feet?
This back lot,
Excuse me.
that's being subdivided has a 30-foot own strip wide here.
Okay.
Excuse
So
me. Excuse me, this is Heather. Can you show the plan on the North Hero Town office screen so we can all see? Thank you.
Okay.
It's in the.
It's in the packet online. I can try to share my screen, but it's gonna be small. Which one did you want to see? The full plan or the blown up version that they're talking about? Okay, just a second.
Access plans.
So this parcel has a 30-foot own strip here.
Oh, okay.
So to be able to get the driveway 25 feet away from the Kane's property, he had to grant an
Okay.
additional right of way to accommodate that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see. And so that the whatever, north end of the north side of the driveway is which line, this big dash?
Yes,
Okay, okay,
and the
okay,
dash on this side.
okay, good. All right. That
Okay.
was, I couldn't see that on the little plan.
Also, just addressing the conditions from preliminary approval, besides that driveway adjustment, we have since acquired the state wetlands permit. We've also acquired the wastewater system potable water supply permit from the state. And we can go to table 6.5 if you'd like.
Okay,
It was determined before that we had met those conditions. I'm relying on that since the conditions for final are the same as what they are for preliminary. And beyond that, I think I'd leave it to your questions or
Okay.
concerns.
okay. Other questions from board members?
Did we get a copy of the wastewater permit? And not, excuse me, not the wastewater permit, the wetland permit.
Yes, I emailed it yesterday or the day before.
Thanks, I'll look for it. I didn't see it.
Okay. That was the one.
It was Monday afternoon.
Yeah,
And I sent it piecemeal with the follow-up on the wastewater.
yes, and then I put it in the packet online, but I sent it just as that file to the DRB on, I think it was Wednesday.
Date of decision is November 7th, 2025, Charlie.
Yep. Thank you.
Patty, Lisa, you guys got your questions?
Not at this time.
Okay,
I don't have any questions.
okay. Delcy, David, Charlie, Chip, questions?
I
At
have
this
no
point,
questions.
No questions.
No questions. Okay, so we're gonna,
I just have one question, I guess. I was
Okay.
looking at the map with a place appears to deposit snow from when removing it from the road. Is that correct?
Yes,
And is that part of the wetlands permit?
yes, we added that per their request.
Okay. And the size of that was specified?
I
I
don't
just-
recall if they requested it or if it's one that I defined to be able to accommodate snow storage on both sides of the wetland.
Okay.
obviously, we can come back to board questions, but then I'm gonna open it up to interested party questions or comments, if we can go one by one here. Andy?
Oh, here was.
Two questions.
Okay, can you just, for the record, because we're, state your name?
There's a note on that, map, I guess it's a drill that says that the driveway move will not happen until occupancy of the first, just before occupancy of the first house. Is that normal? I mean, is that a standard thing that it's just gonna remain the same until the house is already built and sold and people are about to move in and then we'll change that?
I propose that as the trigger point of when that driveway must be completed is private occupancy. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. So is that a normal?
I don't remember
So
seeing that.
I'm assuming that the question is, during construction of the house, what will be used to get the construction materials and vehicles in and out of the property?
Is that the question?
Well, not only that, but what happens if there's, God forbid, there's a fire in there and the house isn't built? How do you get all that
Well,
stuff in there?
I can answer your other question, is we require that it meets setback to be able to subdivide the property.
Yep.
So that wouldn't be an appropriate condition. That would not be an appropriate condition
because we need it to be there in order to subdivide the property. The movement of the driveway has to be moved for there to be a subdivision. They're saying they're not gonna do it until after the house. Okay, okay, so you get it.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other question I had was, there's an 8-inch culvert in place right now that is on the map underneath the existing trail. And I would want to just be clear that that's going to remain, it's not going to change, correct? How?
Yes. Are you asking me?
I'm sorry. Yes, Jason. We have our own independent environmental assessment done because we have, those two wetlands are contiguous onto our property. So we wanted to understand if there's a buildup there, what happens with those wetlands? And there was a question raised about that existing culvert, the 8-inch culvert that's there right now. And whether, I believe your plans say it's going to stay, and I'm just confirming that. You're not gonna put a new one in.
I was not. I think I left the provision in there to replace it if it's in poor condition, but to keep the same size. In general, with wetlands, if you already have a culvert size or some sort of constraint, they don't want you altering that, because then you're changing the existing drainage condition. Either making it smaller or making it larger affects that upstream wetland. So that's why we were proposing, keep it at the 8 inches, same elevation and so on.
So I appreciate that. I've heard something a little additionally to that, and that is that oftentimes when culverts are replaced, they're replaced differently. I'm not saying this way, but they're replaced in a different fashion that changes potentially the flow.
Right.
And so I believe the wetlands permit was approved based on that existing culvert. And I know that's a state thing, so you guys can shut me down if you want to, but I just want to make sure that culvert stays where it is.
When I looked at it, it was still in good condition.
Okay.
In which case we'll just be extending it a few feet on either end, but keeping that
I didn't see that.
to the extent necessary to provide the wider road.
With the
driveway. Yes. But we don't want to alter that drainage, you're right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Questions from interested parties on Zoom? Please announce yourself before you speak. Are there any comments or any questions from anyone online? Hearing none. Any further comments or questions from the board? Hearing none. Does anybody want to make a motion? Jay?
Before we do that, I do want to go back to what Lori mentioned about the driveway.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounded the way you brought that up, that it would be a condition that that be built prior to the subdivision or something like that. I would ask you to consider that more in terms related to when construction occurs. If nothing's getting built out there, I don't know when it's going to get built, when anything's going to get built. It would make sense for that construction somehow to be related to occupancy or construction or whatever. But please don't make us build it within the next 6 months. He's not doing anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to
Okay.
put all that money into building a house and not have a clear, full access for it. So if quite commonly in our business construction, occupancy can be held up by the compliance of getting a right of way done or a driveway done, that kind of thing. So it can work in both both issues.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do I hear a motion?
I have a question for Jay because
okay.
you know about tank sizes, because you say the number of bedrooms is limited by the tank size of the wastewater.
Yeah, you want to go back to the other plan or
Oh.
maybe it doesn't matter?
Maybe it doesn't matter. Can you
Okay.
tell me that was that size, the tank is the tank already sized?
Be on sheet one. Or did it? Hold on.
You want this?
You have the wastewater plant right there?
$1,500 concrete tank.
Okay.
For the first one, for house number, or residence number 2.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about.
Was item number 4 in. Which was
So in your expert opinion, what would that mean for the number of bedrooms
For
if you had a 1,500 gallon tank?
1,500 gallon tank would be suitable for, I believe, up to 750 gallons per day.
In terms of numbers of bedrooms in a house?
Well, on this plan, it says 7-bedroom, single-family residence for one of them, but they didn't state the number of bedrooms on the other house.
Right.
Yeah.
A 1,500
Can
accommodate up to,
Is it?
I believe it's 6 or 7.
Yeah.
There's different sizing criteria depending on what range you're in.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. I just
It's-
want it to be something like, 5,000 bedrooms.
No. And it's still a single family house regardless.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. That was the only question I had.
Motion?
Yeah, I moved to close.
I second. This is Delcy, I second.
I think Lisa beat you to it, but
Oh,
thank you.
Okay.
So she's giving it to you, Delcy. Okay. Patty moved. Delcy seconded to close. Further discussion by the board or all those in favor say aye.
Hi.
Aye.
Aye. Oppose? So it's unanimous. Close at 7:48 PM and we will have a decision to you within 45 days.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your patience.
Thanks for doing upload.
Yeah, that made
I
it
did
easier to
think of
see.
that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Helped me too.
Well, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for coming back with everything that we asked for.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna. Can we just ask you, excuse me, can we just ask you guys to be out here as we keep going? Sorry.
Thank you.
So we're going to move to the approval of the October 2025 minutes. Kelly, you're welcome to stay on, but there's no need to, or anybody that was here just for the hearing. We
All
closed
right.
the hea-
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night. Joan's still on. No. Okay, so it's just the board members left.
Board now.
Okay, okay, so a motion on the, or any adjustments to the minutes of October?
I didn't see any needed.
There is a copy on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't.
Okay, I had read that.
That's right. I didn't see any corrections either.
I did not read them.
Okay,
There was a stack of like
Yeah.
copies.
I read them,
Oh, okay.
like,
any motion on the minutes?
my God.
You want to move to approve?
Chip's got his hand up.
Oh, yes, Chip.
I move accepted.
Second,
I second.
Patty second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
I'm abstaining because I haven't finished reading. them.
Lisa's abstain. ZA report.
All right, kind of a slow October. I did 4 certificates of compliance for home sales. 4 permits for new shed builds. 1 fence, 1 permit for an off-grid solar system, and 1 after-the-fact permit for a patio that had already been installed, that had not previously been permitted for. And I did have 1 of my 3 active zoning complaints fix itself, so that's all done, which was great.
Okay, thank you.
I got nothing.
I have a question about the previously unpermitted driveway that became, or patio that became, was that as a result of a complaint, or was just somebody a good citizen and came forward and said, oh,
It was a result of a broader complaint about the property, and that was.
okay.
Yeah, it was the result of a complaint. Yeah.
Okay, procedures. Delcy, do you want to do anything tonight, or, because we have 2 deliberations just?
I will hold off. I am trying to put together a clear-cut operational procedure for decisions. We had some discussion last time, and Danielle's been capturing things really well. I want to get it captured in terms of a procedure, but it'll be an operational procedure, not a conflict of interest one.
Okay, thank you. David, any updates on planning commission regulations?
No, I have none.
Okay. All right, any other business? Okay, so did we just say we have to go into vote to go into deliberations? I forgot what we did on that. I don't remember. Miss Procedure, do we need to vote to go into deliberations?
We can, I don't think you need to, but we can.
I move we go into deliberation.
Thank you.
I'll
I
second.
second it.
In favor? Okay, so we're going into deliberations at 7:54. Came out of deliberations at 8:57.
You're right.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
Before you do, I'm sorry, I should have put this on adjustments to agenda, but do you remember those 2 Mylars to sign that we talked about yesterday? And you said to bring the
Oh,
information
for
to the
somebody
board.
to look
for us
at
to
the
look at.
Mylar.
Should we do it another time?
We can do it another time, or I can come in and
Okay,
try
cause,
to do it. Yeah,
cause
okay.
you said that I should bring it so
Yeah,
everyone can look at it, but
yeah, but
that's fine. If you're,
if
if you're
people wanna,
comfortable with
yeah,
that.
maybe if two of us come in.
What
Okay.
are the Mylars?
There are a
for?
couple of Mylars to be signed. One of them is from before I was here, a subdivision or a boundary line adjustment. And then the other one was for Henry Cars, which was earlier this year. Also a boundary line adjustment. On
Just
Green
making
Point.
sure that it
Okay.
meets
Just
all
making
the.
sure that the Mylars meet the decision and everything before
Okay.
it's signed.
What is the name on the other Mylar?
Sean Cicera and Robert.
Okay, that's enough. It's not,
Something.
it's not the one I thought I could not look at. I could come in
Okay,
with
we can
you.
meet to come in and
Yeah.
and check
Okay.
it out. Okay.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Second.
Bye.
I'm not abstaining.
We're adjourning at 8:59 PM. Thank
Sorry
you,
I took
everyone.
long to get a
Well
second.
done, Diana, before 9 o'clock.
Where are you, David?
I'm in New York.
Turn off the, oh, yeah.
Good
It's
night,
10:10.
everyone.